Imagine you're planning your wedding and then just a few weeks before your fiance says, "We need a prenup and I want you to pay for half the legal bill." That's exactly what happened to someone who wrote into the New York Times last week. "Hi, my name is Julia Rodgers. I'm the CEO of Hello Prenup and I'm obsessed with all things weddings, prenups, and relationships. And today we're here to break this down. Because prenups aren't about mistrust, they're about love, communication, and smart planning." So here's what happened. The bride-to-be wasn't against the idea of a prenup. In fact, she and her fiance had talked about it a year earlier and agreed they didn't need one. But suddenly, just a few weeks before the wedding, he changed his mind. And he wanted her to split the cost of lawyers. Even though he made twice as much money, even though she promised she wouldn't seek anything in the divorce besides child support. Spoiler alert, child support cannot be included in a prenup. And the advice she got from the New York Times was spot on. A prenup isn't a prediction that the marriage will fail. It's just smart protection, like flood insurance. You hope you never need it, but if you do, you're really glad it's there. In this day and age, prenups do a lot more than just protect the person with more money. They can cover IVF and embryo decisions. They can protect stay-at-home moms who sacrifice their careers for family. And they can avoid contentious conflict if life doesn't go exactly as planned. Not to mention verbal agreements, such as promising your future spouse you won't ask for anything, doesn't typically hold up in court. So her promise to him isn't likely enforceable anyway. Now back to that legal bill. If you ask for a prenup, especially one last minute, it's only fair to offer to cover the cost, at least for most of it. Springing a big legal expense on your partner just days before the wedding, that's not exactly the spirit of teamwork that prenups are supposed to represent. So if you're getting married or even just thinking about it, don't be afraid to talk about a prenup. It's one of the most powerful, loving conversations that you can have. What do you think about this person's story? Was she blindsided, or is it totally reasonable to change your mind last minute?